this question about intimate relationships or any kind of relationship, this is a question that's asked very often because our natural state is to love and be loved. That's our natural state. So we all want to do that. We all want to love and be loved. But you see, the only way to truly love is to enter this completeness of the total love of oneself, which is pure being, which is all being, which is that love that allows you to be with everything about yourself just as it is without needing to change any of it. You see, this is how you're able to love another. Until then, all these thoughts and all the talk about love, it's just made up. It's completely make-believe. It's like a romantic movie or something like that. It's just more trying to love. Trying to do certain actions that are loving, hoping the other one will love us, fearing that they won't. But actually, the entire relationship is based on hope and fear. Hoping that love will happen and fear that it won't. And needing the other person to love us in order to feel loved. Well, that's not love. That's madness. That's complete and total madness. Now, when we start to gain familiarity with awareness, our relationships with people change because they become unconditioned, no matter what they are. So we find in a very natural way that our relationships that we've had with our family of origin, that they don't look the way they once looked. Whereas we may have had a lot of psychological labeling about the family of origin and who did this and who did that and how we ended up being so-and-so because of what they did and all of this nonsense. We move beyond all of that and we start to see these people in a new way, like, wow, they're just like me. What do you know? They're just like me. They aren't any different. All their points of view are just whatever all their points of view are. And so we have tremendous compassion and connection that we've never had before, because before we've needed something from them and now we don't. We don't need anything from anyone. And so this is true in all relationships, whatever they are. Whether they're intimate relationships or just regular relationships walking down the street. We don't need anyone to match up to our ideas about anything, because everything's equal. But that doesn't mean that, we're foolish or stupid. It means that our actions flow with wisdom, with total wisdom. Some situations we go into, others we don't. And this happens in an effortless way. It's not locked into thinking about it, like, oh, this person, they're weird, or gotta get out of here, or why would someone do this, not show up for an appointment 3 times? What an idiot, Or there's no need to get into all that. It's just like, wow, this is the way it is, and no matter what happens, I'm going to rest, and then I'll know what to do. That's where the mastery is over the illusion of points of view. That's where all points of view are outshone. This is a worthwhile life, what can I say? Until then, life is fraught with uncertainty, needing to keep different points of view in place in order to just feel comfortable and safe, like keeping certain relationships in place in order to feel comfortable and safe, keeping certain ways of being in place in order to feel comfortable and safe, keeping certain approaches to life in line in order to feel comfortable and safe. It's only when comfort and safety are thrown completely out the window and everything goes pell-mell and helter-skelter that everything is seen as timelessly free. So, a lot of times if we've been intensive spiritual practitioners, we think we're going somewhere gradually, and that all of these things are being renounced or left behind in some way. As long as we're thinking that for that long, we will avoid completely timeless freedom, because there will be a point, no matter how much practice you've done, and every great being who has ever lived, all those who have achieved the potent powers of the clear light of wisdom say the same thing. No matter how long you sit on your cushion and in meditative absorption, at some point the shit's going to hit the fan. Everything's going to fall apart. Now that's a very graphic description, isn't it? That means there isn't any control. Everything's flying all over the place that you never wanted to fly all over the place. And then what then? Well, either you're going to be totally prepared in the moment to handle it on your own, so to speak, and there'll just be great laughter. And this is described in all of the great tradition, indestructible laughter, the unchanging laughter of the basic space of everything as it is. That this is how we see that everything is equal, that the greatest being who ever lived, their awareness is equal to the most wanton killer who ever lived. And so all these thoughts start to occur to us, no matter what they are. And we can't believe we're thinking these things. Because for the first time, our thoughts are coming directly as an expression of indestructible speech. They have a resonance in them that is a tremendous resort that cuts right through all the ways that everything, no matter what it is, has been known. Just cuts right through it. We can never think the same way again. So this only comes about when things go pell-mell. And if someone tells you that isn't the case, they just haven't had their day yet. Well, so sometimes when that happens, if we've had good instruction, then we're prepared. And we can either just be with it and laugh and, well, you just won't believe what'll happen. But at the time, you'll either know what to do or you won't. When all the confines of concepts are completely shattered. So we've all heard about this, letting go of belief systems and assumptions, the shattering of all concepts. Well, this is what it means, the shattering of all concepts. It isn't like we take a teeny weeny hammer and we smash the word concepts. It's not like that. It's wild and energetic and free and beyond anything that could ever be imagined. So if this hasn't occurred for you, get ready.